Hey guys, Tom Cook here. How are you doing? Welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to set up your own business. You could do this process in about 30 minutes answering all the questions. But what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to show you for setting up a business in the UK. I set up my business in the UK. I set my business up in January 2019. And again, I did it in a space of about 20 minutes, half an hour. And I'm going to take you through that process because this is what scares a lot of people. This is what brings a lot of fear into people is when they actually go to take action to set up the business, there's a lot of information there and it can seem very daunting. It can seem very overwhelming. I just want to guide you. I want to guide you through that process and just support you. Just support you in getting there, getting over this obstacle of being overwhelmed by information. And this is just for the UK. So if you're watching this outside of the UK, don't be put off. Keep watching because you're still going to learn some value. It's going to be it's a short video, but you're still going to learn some valuable information. And basically, you're going to learn some valuable information, and you can take it back to whatever country you're from, and you can do your own research to see how the process works in your country. What is the process in your country for setting up a business? But for this, I'm just going to focus on UK companies because that's what I did. So that were 18 months ago now. So it's a very quick, easy process, and I just want to help guide you through that. So basically, you guys are going to go on Google. And Google is an amazing website. If you haven't used it before, I recommend it. You're going to go .gov. That's going to bring you to welcome to .gov, which is the government's main website. Easy. So you're going to see all this, and then you're going to want to go to this section down here. And you're going to see. Oh no, sorry, we may have a few hiccups. Here we go. So you're going to go business and self-employed. So that's what you want to be doing. You're going to be setting up a business. So this applies to you. Now, this is where people start to get a bit like, oh my God, which one do I click on? There's so much. I don't have all this time to read all this stuff. Breathe. Breathe. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Right. There is a lot of information here, which is good. Because as a business owner, you want to do your due diligence. However, you are only going to be able to learn and understand so much information. The best thing you can do is learn the basics, get a basic understanding of what it is that you need to learn, of the knowledge around business, around taxes, around financing, around directors, all of that. Get a basic understanding. And then you want to get involved. Because think about it this way, when you get involved, that's when you're going to get experience. That's when you're going to start learning. And this is what puts so many people off. So think about when you first started driving. You knew the basics. You knew there was a steering wheel. You knew there was a pedal for going forward. You knew there was a pedal to make you stop. And so with those basic rules, you had this basic idea of driving. However, when you got in the car, that's when you really started learning, because then you realized that you had to change gears. You learned how to change gears. You learned the rules of the road. So it all started coming together for you. But that was only done through experience. And you may have had a hard time learning that from standing outside the car looking at it. So you've got to get in there. You've got to get involved to pick it up, to learn this skill, to learn the terminology. And I'm still learning. I've had my business 18 months. I'm still learning a lot about the business terminology, a lot around taxes, for instance. That's still a subject that I'm getting my head around, but I'm involved, I'm learning, and I'm getting the experience, and it's going to be the same process for you guys. So this is it. So you do your due diligence, read your information, get the basic understanding, and then you're going to come to this top one, setting up. Because that's what you want to do. You want to set up a business. Oh my God, there's more. There's so many more links. Which one do I click on? Okay, breathe. Set up a business. Now, It's going to give you some options. It's going to talk to you about sole traders. Now, a sole trader is somebody who is personally responsible, and it says it, but you're personally responsible for your business's debts. You'll also have some accounting responsibilities as well. So basically, your business as a sole trader, your business is you. You are the business. Whereas for a limited company, and this is what I'm going to focus on with you, a limited company is a separate entity to you. People get confused here. As a limited company, it is different to you. It is separate from you. It is ring fenced from you. It is its own separate standalone legal entity, and you will be a director, or you will be the CEO of that company. So you will be working under that legal entity. That business isn't you, and this is what confuses a lot of people. This is what I didn't understand in the beginning, but did my due diligence, and it's going to be the same for you. So I hope that helps, guys. Partnerships as well. You can have partnerships where two people they go into business together, or you can have limited partnerships, which is like two separate. Remember those two separate legal entities coming together and forming a partnership. But for this, you're going to set up a limited company. What's the benefit of setting up a limited company? Well, sole traders, if something goes wrong, as it says here, you're personally responsible for your business's debts. As well, for sole traders, you are gonna pay taxes of around. You could be looking at taxes around 40%. 40%, yeah. You could be looking for taxes. Actually, you could be looking at taxes up to 40 to 60% generally, and this is around the world. Generally, it's about 40 to 60%. There's a lot of hidden taxes in there, so yeah, it'd be between 40 and 60%. Whereas for limited companies, you're just paying corporation tax. That's about 20%. So there's obviously a tax benefit, and that's just on your profit as well. Taxed on your profit, and not your gross income. So you're going to go limited company. So you're going to go set up a company. Easy. And then you're going to come up with, oh my God, there's so much more stuff. What do I click? Breathe. This is it. The government website, it throws a lot of information at you, but it's okay. Just go steady, one step at a time. And the great thing is it gives you a checklist. It gives you a checklist to follow. So you're going to start check, and is setting up a limited company is right for you. You've done your research. You're going to go, yes, a limited company is the right for me. That's the one I want to go with. You're going to be choosing a name as well. That's a simple process. Don't get hung up on that process of choosing a name, because what will happen is the name of your business will go onto another database called Companies House. That's where all the businesses in the UK are registered, and all the information about those businesses are on there as well. So you'll often find is you'll come out with, I've got this amazing name. It's taken me days. It's taken me weeks. I've paid people to help me put it together, and then you're going to type the name in, and you're going to find that somebody else has already taken your name or has one very, very similar, and you're not going to be able to choose that name. So don't get attached to the name. Remember, when you're in business, people are not buying because of your name. They buy because of you. People buy from people. People buy from you because they trust you, they like you. They don't buy from you if they don't trust you, if they don't like you. And if they don't like you and they don't trust you, they don't go, oh, it's okay, I don't really like you, I don't trust you at all, but you've got an awesome business name, so that's why I want to buy from you. So it doesn't work like that. So don't get too hung up on the name. Choose directors, company secretary. So you're going to be either director of the company secretary, CEO of the company as well. But in this case, you're fresh to setting up a limited company. Just for this, it's likely you're going to be a director. Decide who the shareholders or guarantees are. Again, for this one, just focus on shareholders. So for shareholders, If it's just you setting up, you're going to have 100% ownership of that business. Whereas if you maybe have 5 people setting up and they're all doing the equal work, you might, whatever the deal is, you might be splitting the shares. You might be splitting ownership of that business 20% each. You could also have 3 people setting up, whereas one of those people is doing a lot of work. They're doing the sales, they're doing the marketing, going out meeting clients. So they might be getting 50%, and then the other 2 people are kind of just doing the admin work, the behind the scenes stuff, and they're getting 25%. Identify people with significant control. I wouldn't be too concerned about that. You're going to be the one who's going to be in significant control of your business. You'll also need to prepare documents. Don't get hung up by that. It's simple. You're going to learn this as you're going. As you're going along, you're going to learn these steps. So preparing the documents, that's the easy part. When you get an accountant on board, they're going to help you with that. They're going to support you with that. Also, reach out to your friends. My friends who have limited companies, when I was first doing this, I was like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And they just kind of, all right, this means this means this, do that. You'll need to have this document. Right, okay, I get it now. So don't be afraid to reach out to people, ask for support. You can contact me as well. I'll be happy to help you with that. Just go through any of my channels. Just send me a message if you're stuck. Check what records you'll need to keep. Again, that comes under the tax and the documents, but there are certain ways that you have to keep things in order. And then lastly, the exciting bit: register your company. So you're going to go register your company. You're going to go register your company. It's going to give you some more information, but you want to go here, register your company with Companies House. And Companies House is the separate database listing all the companies in the UK and all the information about them. This is where it gets good. You're nearly there, guys. The first part is almost complete. Look at this. Look. It costs £12 and can be paid by direct debit, by debit or credit card or a PayPal account. Your company is usually registered within 24 hours. Guys, this is amazing because you can set up a business for as little as £12. As little as £12. A lot of people get hung up on this idea that you've got to have a lot of capital behind you, you've got to have a lot of funding to set up a business. Now, that may be the case. If you are in a business where you're going to be selling products, you've got to manufacture those products, you've got to employ people to deliver them, all of that, then you may have to have some additional funding. But if you have a service-based business where it's just you, or you actually find that you're doing all the work, you can create the product by yourself at home, you find you're delivering it as well, you can do all that, you may not need any funding. I didn't need any funding. It cost me £12 to set up my business. From day one to start my business, it cost me £12. And I had this belief in my head that to start a business, I needed to have loads of funding, I needed to have loads of backing, all of that. And it's just not the case. So it costs you £12. So then you're going to go register now. Now, here's what's going to happen. So you're obviously going to start a new application. Now you're going to go through, there are a number of steps, but they are very, very, very simple questions. And the questions themselves there is an explanation to each question. So you will be able to understand what each question means. And they are very, very simple to help guide through that process. Now, there are a lot of questions to answer. It's going to ask you to set up an account. It's going to ask you to set up a name. It's going to ask you, are you going to be the director? Are you going to be the CEO of the company? What's your position going to be? What ownership are you going to have? All these different questions. And there's going to be some compliance things in there. Just what it's going to be telling you what you need to make sure you're doing. But it explains it in a very simple step-by-step approach. So don't be put off by this. So you're going to start a new application and then you're just going to go through this. And then at the end, you're going to pay your £12. And in 24 hours, it's going to give you, it's going to let you know that your business is registered. Now, there's one thing you just need to think about is when you come to set up the address for your business. So you could do this if you're working at home. You could do this as your home address. The only thing is that information would go on Companies House, and if people could find that information. So if you're concerned about privacy, stuff like that, make sure if you're concerned by that, just make sure that you set up a different registered address, and you can pay to do that. It's a bit more money, but not much. So yeah, that option is available to you. Whereas I didn't do that, but I'm just thinking, do you know what? I'm going to look after my customers. I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to make sure I give them good quality. I'm going to make sure I give them good value, and then nobody's going to come knocking on my door wanting any trouble or anything. So that's my mindset to it. But you can choose a different one. So guys, it is that simple. It is that simple to set up your own business. You just go through this process, .gov website, and just follow the steps, step by step. Don't let a load of questions, a load of confusing information put you off. That overwhelm of information and links that you've got to click is scary for people, but it doesn't have to be that way. Not at all. Don't let this be the obstacle. Don't let this be the thing that stops you setting up a business, because you want to leave that job. You set up a business, you are putting yourself in the best position to earn an incredible amount of wealth and live an incredible lifestyle. Imagine that. Imagine creating untold amounts of wealth for yourself. You're in control. You decide how much money you want to earn. No more salaries. You get to choose. So, and on top of that, you get to choose your time as well. You are in control of your time. So being a business owner is an incredible experience. It's full of challenges, but because it's yours, it's fun. Because it's your business, it's fun. So don't be put off. Don't be, whatever you've done in life, there was always a stage where you had a lack of knowledge, and as a result you felt fearful, you felt uncertain, but you went ahead and did it anyway. When you drove a car, you were uncertain about it. You didn't know how it would fully work. When you first started the job that you're currently in, you didn't know how it was going to work fully when you were new to that, but you learned. And this is the same process. When you step into a business, you're going to learn. You're going to get the experience. You're going to get the information. You're going to get the understanding that you need. So guys, thank you for watching. I'm Tom Cook. If you need any help with setting up a business, if you want to help grow your business, if you want to grow your business and achieve incredible amounts of income, then get in touch with me. I can help you with that. I can support you with that. I can take you through that process. I did it myself, and I'm glad I did it. It was the best decision that I've ever made. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video on how to set up your own business. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon.